Yeah, back again. Even though I said last time I was back, I'm now back, if that makes any sense. Let's get into it. Hi guys, thanks for coming back and sticking with me. Apologies for the radio silence and being MIA for the last week again, literally a week after I said sorry for being missing. But firstly, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's reached out to me after my post and last week's video detailing the things I'd gone through. It was very humbling, and yeah, very much thank you. You know, I can't really put it into any other words. It means so much, that the amount of support that you guys have given me, and thank you so much. It was a tough time, but yeah, I'm here. So this week I've been pretty much ill, to be honest. I think it was maybe just sort of physical manifestation of everything coming out. I've been very kind of flu-y sort of thing, and just really and lucky on me, good old friend insomnia has come visiting again, so that's been quite horrible. So just feeling like so tired and just desperate to sleep, and just feeling like really horrible. That said, I've managed to get my arse in gear today to get this video out, and so yeah, again, just I can't thank you guys enough for the support. It means the world to me. So today's episode is really a weird one, because it's, you know, how I'm going to change my life with Lego. Now, what does that even mean? I've been listening to an audio book by Mel Robbins called Take Control of Your Life. Amazing book, she's really amazing. She also did the 5-second rule, and I'll put links below for those. But one of the things that she mentions in there, and it just sort of resonated with me, probably because I do like Lego, who doesn't? And I'm a big fan of the Lego movies and all that stuff. But it's sort of breaking things down to their smallest component. Now, I've mentioned this before, but this whole idea of sort of thinking of it like Lego. Now, obviously you've got various pieces of Lego, but when you start with a Lego set, you've got this bag of pieces, and you have to literally start one piece at a time and go through and gradually build it up. And that's essentially it. By taking that approach, what I'm going to be doing is really sort of almost starting again and kind of rebuilding things, because, you know, I think I was on quite a good trajectory, if you can say that, going forward, and obviously hit that bump last week, and it sideswiped me out of nowhere. I've no idea where that came from, how that even happened. But what I've taken from it is, often when you get that kind of feeling, and that it means there's a change it means that there's inevitably a change needed or something. And you know, it shook me to the core, you know, I'll be honest. And obviously, you know, I spoke about how I was feeling, but I've taken from it some positives, if you can, in that situation, of the fact that it's highlighted that, you know, some things needed to be changing within me, and how I'm living my life and what I'm doing. And so I'm sort of breaking everything down to that smallest component and just starting again, kind of rebuilding things. And in the same way as Lego, basically. I mean, it's maybe a bit of a tenuous link, or a sad analogy, or a tired analogy, but I think it's a good visual representation of the idea that you're just taking one small piece and just, what is that piece, and place that. And that's all I have to do. Then the next one, find the next piece and put them together and gradually build it up. And I said, since last week, been doing lots of meditation, lots of, I suppose you could say, soul searching, and just kind of getting my head back together, whilst feeling pretty crappy as well. And it's kind of opened up a few things for me, and I've started just to think differently about life, I think, and how I should be living, and how best to live, and, you know, what's best for me. And so it's highlighted a number of things that perhaps I need to do differently, and one of them is fitness. If you know me well, you know how much of a lazy I am. So, you know, I've started to do some exercise, which is, you know, for me, which is like, that's unheard of. And just, you know, eat better and just do things a bit more healthy, and just, yeah, think about things and be very aware of mental health and be very aware of thought processes and things like that. And so that's, you know, where I'm going, and that's why I'm doing piece at a time. You know, it's not about making massive drastic changes all in one go. It's about just doing piece, and small things and small changes make, you know, the big end results. So that's the idea. That's what I'm going to be doing, and so I want to bring you along on this journey, and hopefully you'll stick around, and hopefully I'll have some learnings that I can share and help you out if you're in a similar situation. Back I was saying before from last week, the amount of people that have reached out and have said how, you know, they've been through a similar situation or had a similar experience, and, you know, it's sort of, you know, brave of me to talk about it. You know, I don't feel it's brave. I feel it's what I should do. I feel it's something I need to talk about, need to share, because there could be other people, and hopefully not, but there could be other people in a very similar situation, or worse or less, but don't sort of know, and it can be such a sort of a mess with your head when you're in that situation. But if someone out there just knows that there is someone else that has gone through that, and that might just help them through it, and that's the idea. That's why I wanted to share it. You know, I wasn't sort of being particularly making a big statement, but it's more just to sort of say, you know, if you're out there and you've had that situation or having that situation, then, you know, reach out to someone, or, you know, you're not alone. So that was the point in that. But I do appreciate everyone who has reached out and said, you know, whether they've been through something like that, or they are going through, or they know someone, or just all the words of kindness and love. You know, it means a lot, and I think it highlights actually my true belief that pretty much everyone in the world is a good person in general. Okay, so that, yeah, that's restored my faith in humanity. Not that it was ever waning, but, you know, that's good. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share this whole how I'm going to be rebuilding and changing my life with Lego. And sometimes it may literally be with Lego, because Lego is great fun, and Jamie loves Lego, and there's always a bit of Lego. There's always Lego around, not necessarily here, but definitely around their house. There's always a piece of Lego somewhere. Luckily, for a long time I've not trodden on Lego, because that's the worst thing in the world. But it's, yeah, just taking those small pieces one at a time and rebuilding things is a way of, it's sort of not looking at the end result, not looking at the end goal and thinking, okay, I want to achieve this thing up here, or I want to sort of do something magical here, or whether it's a business or relationship or anything like that, or just to be well or super fit or whatever it may be. It's not so much looking at the bigger goal, but it's looking at just be focusing on the journey, on the incremental steps, one at a time. Because if you do that, it's not completely scary or doesn't seem overwhelming. You're just doing one thing at a time, and it doesn't feel like you're really making much of a difference or an effort. But as long as you do those consistent little things, they will build up, and eventually you'll get to that goal. And then you'll be, wow, I didn't realise it. Whereas if you concentrate on the bigger goal, or the weight loss, or the job, or the relationship, or whatever that thing is, then sometimes it can just seem too overwhelming, that it's just too much of a mountain to climb, and therefore you're likely to give up along the way. But if you just forget that and just work out what the steps you need to do, and then just concentrate on those one at a time, bit by bit, you'll kind of get to the end much easier and less stress, and it's just a happier life. So that's all I've got for today. It's got a first day back, as you can see, in the new room, but actually back in the old room, but with the lights set up and things are kind of set up a little bit better, and it seems quite half decent. I'm happier that there's no echo in here because there's no wooden floors, so it's much better sound. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me. Thank you again for all the support. Really do appreciate it. And you know, if you do get some value out of this video, I'd love you to smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love you to. That would mean the world to me, because then you can get more videos like this and share my journey as I go on, and hopefully give you some inspirational stuff along that journey. and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks again for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so down here, and check out my other video down here. And remember, live your best life. See you next time. Bye bye.